Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm here today, here for you every day to do a daily love message. I'm going to be using the Universal deck of love, and I'm going to use the Divine Love Messages deck. So let's get started. I just want to remind you really quick, this is today, tomorrow are the last 2 days to get involved in a personal reading for $40, and it's 15 to 20 minutes preferably. It always goes a little bit longer from what spirit, says, but you can email me at guidedbylove888@gmail.com. The other thing I want to mention is I feel that we're really being pushed to work on our independence and really move forward into, find joy in the journey, in our own journeys, and, work through that independence. I got that message big time the other day, and then last night, 111 on the clock, I was getting out of my car. It was dark, and I opened the door, and I was grabbing something because I was going to go for a walk right away, and I heard a meow, like a really little tiny meow, and I thought, what? So I turned and I looked, and here's this orange cat. And he came right up to me and he like rubbed against my leg. So I knew, he was friendly, and I was petting him, and I was like, oh my God, this cat is amazing. I tried to get a picture of him. He would like turn his head and he'd go this way and then he'd go that way. He did not want his picture taken, but I'm gonna post. I got the coolest picture of him. This cat was so magical. He was definitely an enlightened soul, but he made me aware of some things just in that short interaction. And then I like started going on my walk, and he followed me. He walked with me for like a block or two, and I was like starting to get concerned. I was like, well, this is a really nice cat. I wonder, where he belongs. So I was trying to look at his collar, because he seemed like he was afraid of cars, like he didn't know what cars were. And I was worried that he was going to get hit. And this car pulled over, and they stopped, and they said, are you okay? Are you trying to catch the cat? Or, and I said, no, I was trying to keep him out of harm's way. But anyway, these people, these kind people stopped, and we're like, oh, we have to go pick up our son, but we'll be back this way if you need, help. And I said, well, I think I'm going to try to knock on the door. They said this neighbor had cats, and check if it's their cat. So, because I couldn't, the number on the tag was like wore off, but it was the coolest cat. And I'll post the picture. It's like cosmic cat. It's incredible. But he was so neat. And then he was protective. We were in the driveway of this house. I was going to go knock on their door and see if it was their cat. And he heard this cat like across the neighborhood fighting, like going wow, 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 and he was being protective, and he's like, and I was like, oh my gosh. So he was so cool though. And so anyway, independence, curiousness, bringing more independence, curiousness, finding more joy in the journey. So let's get started. Sorry that I love telling stories, and that was an incredible cat. So really beautiful cat too. What are the messages for this love? I was going to say love story. Wow. What are the messages? Okay. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have expectancy. Wow. And I immediately, what I find, I'm seeing the elements around, some elements around here, but this is that magenta universal love energy. To me, this is like a promise of union. You can expect. I don't like to use the word expect, but oh, there's a bird at the very top of the tree. So, but this is, I feel like this is a promise of union, that you're both going to get there. And this is a focusing on your own path, and um, beautiful though. I see a lot of different elements here too. So that's the overall message. And then let's see what we got here. We have retreat. So for today, kind of the energy of the star card, you know, healing, lots of healing energy coming in today, wanting you to retreat, and, you know, go spend that energy within yourself to bring in healing, healing energy, heart energy as well. I'm seeing in this card. But the star, you know, the soul star chakra, but also the star card in the tarot, the traditional, is that of healing, you know, maybe releasing some emotions or just healing some emotion within, and, you know, wish fulfillment. So lots of abundance around as well. So really beautiful. And then we have, oh, wow, the gateway. This is so cool. This is, so this looks like an 8, like for abundance, abundance coming in for both of you. But I love this because if you turn it, it's like the infinity symbol, but it's also like a Venn diagram. If you know what a Venn diagram is, it's like, it's, you know, it's like, it's the comparing of two things, two separate things. But it shows in the center where the circles overlap, it shows all the commonalities of the two things, of the two people, you know, two things. You can use it for people, for things, whatever. But, you know, you see all the commonalities in the overlap, but you recognize that each one is an individual. So they have all these neat characteristics within themselves. And that's what you guys have been working on, are working on. And, you know, here it shows the beauty of the connection. You know, it's like the third energy. There's 1, 2, and then the third energy is God. You know, all the things, the soul, you know, that you have together. And so this is beautiful. It's like, you know, the gateway to the soul. You know, you're finding your purpose, you're deepening your connection to your soul, which is your person. And then we have transmutation. Yeah, so I got to cover up her chest. But transmutation is alchemy. This is, you know, this is burning away all the dross, all the fear, and what's left is the golden, you know, magenta of love. So that is happening today as well. You know, you're both working on, I see a lot of divine feminine in this. I'm getting angel bumps, a lot of divine feminine energy in this. You know, you're burning away all the dross, which is definitely affecting your person because you're the same soul. But it's creating gold. It's creating abundance in your life and lots of love. And your person is going through that alchemy as well in their own way. And then we have reflection. This is as above, so below. You know, the above, your spiritual selves connecting with them on this earthly plane, and them coming deeper and deeper into this physical plane. And, you know, shining your light, divine feminine, like the sun, is helping your person move forward, go into calmer waters, and it's helping them to make decisions in their reflective time. All right, so I'm going to grab a quick card. What is it that your person wants to say to you? Oh, I got those too. Okay, so it says, remember the overall energy was expect them to come back, expect. I sometimes struggle to express my feelings for you, and I can't stop thinking about you. So expect the unexpected is what I feel, and keep going forward on your journey. I love you all so much. Namaste.